Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 105th episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. Alright, now first up I wanted to talk about the new 3rd generation iPad giveaway I'm holding in collaboration with the members of iPod Uplink, so that will be ending tonight. However, you can still gain entries on any of our videos, including this one. All you have to do is rate it up and leave a comment down below in the comment section with the keyword 100th, so that's just 100th, no spaces, and also be sure to include something else in the comments so it doesn't get flagged as spam. Now, I made 3 new videos in addition to this video since the last episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors, so just be sure to check those out. Again, I will have a link down below in the more info that has links to everything I'll be discussing in this episode, including those 3 new videos. So just be sure to visit that post so you can gain as many entries as you can before the giveaway actually ends, which again is tonight. And we will be selecting the winner at random this weekend. Alright, now moving on, 2 days ago on the 12th, Apple held a media event at which they announced the all-new iPhone 5, the 5th generation iPod Touch, the 7th generation iPod Nano, and they also went over a couple of features inside of iOS 6 and actually showed off a new panorama camera mode. And the reason why today's episode is shorter than normal is because most of the news and rumors up until that point were related to the next generation iPhone, as well as what Apple would reveal during that media event. So of course, let's go into some more detail on the iPhone 5. Now this is actually Apple's 6th generation iPhone, because there was the original iPhone, the iPhone 3G, the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 4, and then the iPhone 4S, and now of course the iPhone 5. So there was some controversy related to the name, what it will be called, whether or not it will be just the new iPhone or the iPhone 5. That was kind of up in the air until just before Apple's media event. A few clever people were actually scouring Apple's official website to find clues as to what they will announce and what the new iPhone will be called, which of course is the iPhone 5, and they actually came across some interesting clues. So in actually running through a few different searches, Apple's website brought back a couple of different URLs that again revealed the name of the device. However, of course, the URLs weren't actually live until after Apple's media event. Also, practically every rumor related to the device turned out to be accurate. Everything of the name from the iPhone 5 to it not having near-field communication functionality to even the exact screen resolution and aspect ratio. But of course, that didn't stop people from pre-ordering it earlier this morning at about 12:01 Pacific time or 3:01 Eastern time. Because just 1 hour after Apple started accepting pre-orders for the iPhone 5, we started seeing shipping delays. So in actually going through the process and selecting the device to be purchased, it doesn't say that it will arrive on the 21st of September anymore. It simply says that it will ship out in 2 weeks or longer. And of course, these shortages are being reported across all major Apple Store sites for different countries. And I actually did an in-depth 2-minute summary of the iPhone 5. I highly recommend you guys check it out if you're at all confused about the device or its features. And I wanted to come back to the iPhone 5 more towards the end of this video, so let's go over the rest of the news for now. Of course, Apple also unveiled the next generation iPod Touch and Nano at their event, and I did a 2-minute video summarizing both of those devices as well. So again, if you're confused about the iPods, just make sure you watch that. And to summarize really quick, the iPod Touch gets an enhanced screen similar to the iPhone 5, and it also has a new overall design with Apple's new Lightning connector, an A5 processor, an improved camera, as well as Siri functionality. Now the iPod Nano essentially gets a redesign. It's now about the size of a credit card, and it has a 2.5-inch multi-touch display. Again, for more details on the 2 new iPods, just be sure to watch my summary video. Now after the event, Apple seeded iOS 6 Gold Master Edition to developers, which is essentially the final version of iOS 6 that will be released next week on the 19th. Now if you're not an Apple developer, you can still restore to the firmware without having your UDID registered. However, I will not go over that. I'll just say that it is really easy to do and you can find some tutorials online. And of course, speaking of tutorials, I did push out my iOS 6 GM jailbreak tutorial. So if you're on the latest iOS 6 build, you want more information on the process, or you just want a jailbreak, then be sure to watch it. All right, and finally, I just wanted to share my thoughts on the iPhone 5 with you guys and see what you think as well. So with every iPhone launch, of course, customers are complaining about it and saying that it isn't really that great in comparison to its predecessor. However, the first thing I'm going to say to that is it's a bigger update than the iPhone 4S was, because the iPhone 4S mainly featured the A5 processor and an improved camera, both of which the iPhone 5 has. However, it doesn't have an upgraded camera as far as megapixels go, but it takes images 40% faster, which is largely due to the processor. It's actually a more compact camera, the lenses are closer together, and it provides crisper pictures. It even has a sapphire crystal lens cover, which means less scratches, which means clearer pictures. Also, the image processing portion of the new iPhone is outstanding in low light conditions, and I'm sure many of you who have the iPhone 4S would agree with this. It's not that great for taking pictures in those low light conditions. And the iPhone 5 does have that A6 processor, which is said to deliver 2 times the graphics as well as performance. So we're seeing 2 times the speeds across the board. And that's not even all the iPhone 5 brings. It has the new enlarged display, which measures at 4.87 inches in height and 2.31 inches in width, which of course overall means the screen measures at 4 inches diagonally. It is still a Retina display with a resolution of 1136 by 640 and a pixel density of 326 pixels per inch. Now, this screen is also thinner than its predecessor's screen because the touch sensing elements are actually built into the display. So of course, these new breakthroughs in technology help to allow for the thinner and lighter profile of the new iPhone 5. And it's said to have about 40% more color saturation than the iPhone 4 and 4S Retina display. And of course, the iPhone 5 is brought up to speed with the other major smartphones on the market with the addition of 4G LTE capability. And that's not even all. I wrote an in-depth overview of the device. I highly recommend you check it out if you don't think the iPhone 5 is a better upgrade than the iPhone 4S was. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section your thoughts on the iPhone 5. Do you think Apple did a good job with this version? Again, just anything related to the iPhone 5 you can leave down below in the comment section or on Best Tech Info. And don't forget to rate this video up if you liked it, hit that subscribe button to be notified every time I release new videos, and just be sure to enter the new 3rd generation iPad giveaway before it ends tonight. Now, to be updated more often, just be sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and add me to one of your circles inside of Google+. And until next time, this is ICU signing out.